I love reading.
The league announced a new $100 million concussion initiative on Wednesday. Should be great news for players, right? Well, with the league's track record on truthiness, that forces us to read between the lines. This is big news for the NFL, so it must have gone down at an open press conference, right? Nope. This was an interview with Lord knows who in an open letter pinned on PlaySmartPlaySafe.com. So the world's most powerful sports league has a leader terrified of situations where his robot answers might get hit with a follow-up question. They bunkered their scared commish from real media, leaving him to open letters on a league-controlled website. That's so cute. Let's dive in.
This is an example of how we will let science lead the way.
You're gonna lead on science? Is that your final answer? The league that ignored the ideal gas law in their multi-million-dollar Deflategate decision? Then hid the PSI findings when the results were most undoubtedly making them look like clowns who didn't understand basic science? These are the people that are gonna lead on science? It's not just Deflategate. Records from the New York Times piece this past March show that the NFL and those virtuous folks at Big Tobacco share lobbyists, lawyers, and consultants. Included in that report were the general correspondence between the two parties underscoring their friendship, including dinner invitations and a request for lobbying advice. Lead on science. Then, in a congressional study released this past May, the conclusion was as follows. That while the NFL had been publicly proclaiming its role as funder and accelerator of important research, it was privately attempting to influence that research, the study concluded. The NFL attempted to use its unrestricted gift as leverage to steer funding away from its critics. Sure, pal, you'll let science lead the way, and I've got long, flowing, blonde locks.
We know there is skepticism about our work in this area. That's why both the process and the results of our work will be shared with the medical community and the public at large.
Really? Is this before or after your attorney Jeff Pash edits the findings?
The league is establishing an independent scientific advisory board of doctors, scientists, and clinicians.
Whoa. Nobody on Earth has a worse grasp of the concept of independence than you, Roger, so excuse me if I'm a little bit skeptical. You use your concussion attorneys as investigators against a player. The same attorneys who defended you against a player lawsuit where you settled for $1 billion. Billion with a B. That's miles from independence, buddy. And the notorious consulting firm you hired, Exponent, that old client conclusion-friendly pal of Big Tobacco, remember them? The ones who jobbed the Deflategate science with high school dropout precision. Yeah, that ain't independence either. Pretty much the opposite. Just for clarity's sake, none of the folks in the picture you see there would ever be mistaken as independent from one another. Not Siegfried, not Roy, or that white tiger. They're a team, baby. We beg of you, NFL, do better. I'm Matt Chatham, and this concludes this edition of Reading Between the Lines.
I love reading.
Football Insight by football players.
Night, Lucky. Night, Dusty.
Good night, Ned.
Good night, Ned.
Good night, Ned.